So I'm going to go ahead and work on the title piece of fabric, and this is the Thought Life journal. So I'm going to stamp that on again. So this is, I got these at Hobby Lobby. Okay. I'm using the Illustrated Faith pad, which is just the most handy one I have. But I do want black, so that's fine. So we'll see how this stamps. Pretty good. Try it again. I would like to get it darker. I wonder if I can overstamp that. Okay. A bit of a double image on that one, but that's okay with me. Okay, so I need the T and the H. Okay. All right, well, I didn't get those far enough apart. Man, I'm just messing up all over the place tonight. It is kind of late. Not that late. I can't really use that as an excuse. Okay. So there's Thought Life comes next. Not quite straight, but that's okay. I don't mind it being imperfect. Good thing, huh? Okay. Okay, we're back. And this glued in. And so now I'm looking for something to cover this. And I have a giant box of seam binding that I got at a flea market for like $3 for the whole box. And after going through it, I found a couple of things. I found what I needed, which is a white, narrow, but I also found some rayon taffeta seam binding, which I guess is old. And so now I guess that's pretty popular to use in junk journals for tying ribbons and things. So I just found that out recently. I think it was Elaine. I keep talking about Elaine. She told me that I think it's called Hug and Snug or Snug and Hug. You can get it on Etsy. Is that really soft ribbon that they use on things a lot in junk journals. And so, of course, I had to go out and get some. But I had some, and I mean, it's red. I don't know how often I'll use red, but, and then this looks like that too, in a green and yellow. So now I'm going to go out and start looking for that when I go to the flea markets. Here's the one I bought on Etsy. It's from My Scrap Cabin Shop. And I think it was like $1.80 for 5 yards, and she had all different colors. And anyway, that's what that is. So that was a rabbit trail, sorry. So anyway, I found this in this box. So I'm gonna try and glue it, and I'm hoping it doesn't seep into the cloth too bad, but I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna do it on that side and on this side. But here's all the stitching done around the edges. And so then after I get that glued in, I did my Thought Life stamps, and I'll be stitching one of those to the cover. So that's the project today. So I'm gonna cut a piece of this. And I'm gonna use Fabri-Tac. Hopefully this will work, and kind of on the surface. And the ends are not finished, but I'm gonna call that okay. So holding it, and I'm just gonna touch it, hopefully that it gets the glue but doesn't soak in super bad. Same thing on this side. Cut that here. Boy, fall is hitting down here in Arkansas. All the leaves are flying and temperatures are dropping down into the 60s, which is wonderful. Hopefully everybody's enjoying some nice fall weather now. We are in a drought right now down here, which is not making me happy because I have to do a lot of watering. They said not to let your garden go into the winter in a drought, so I have a few things that are pretty new. I've got a couple of dogwood trees that are just planted this year, and so I'm trying to keep those watered. Okay, this is hitting this with this. I wonder if I need to add, you can thin your Fabri-Tac with acetone, pure acetone, and I have done that before and it works great. So I'm wondering if I need to thin this down a little bit. Okay, come on now. Just touching it. Okay. All right, I think that's going to be okay. So now, the latest thing I'm seeing that's popular is what they call slow stitching, which is really just hand stitching. And I love it, and so I want to do more of it. I'm going to cut this off. I think it's a little long. Doesn't need to be this long. So I want to play with that. Just saw some really neat stuff from Artie Mays. And of course, Gail Agostinelli. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but she has got some videos on that too that are really easy to follow and explains it really well. But basically it's hand stitching, and you can do little samplers and things to put as little things to tuck into your journal. So okay, that's working out. To get a few more threads pulled to make it fray. And this was just curtain lining fabric I had left over in the closet, so let's see. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna slow stitch around that, hand stitch around it, however you want to call it. But this thread, like I said before, it was free, so I'm all excited about that, but it's also not very smooth, so it hangs up and causes problems. So I don't know how much smoother. I mean, ideally, I think probably white embroidery thread, which is what I think this is really, but it's old. It may be just around. I was gonna just do like stitch across the, come on. It makes knots where there is no knot. Okay, finally. Okay, so there's my cloth Thought Life cover. Inside, pretty happy with it. All right, thank you guys for watching this. And if you enjoyed it, please click the like button and think about hitting the subscribe button down in that lower right corner if you would. It would really be helpful for me. Thank you.